games begin. Pick a spot to drop from.
Let's go.
Ever heard of chaos theory? Well, this is
Oh! Woo!
Oh, I am filled with rage about the whole nobody dying thing.
Yeah! I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart! I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. How the hell?
Hi, Elusivities. Happy you're here.
My God. My God. Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? Hello? Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Fujipals has
2,
snacks.
1.
Right? You brought me some too. Right?
Alright, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! And I'm going to aim for the 4th square. Right here. I'm aiming right in the 4th square.
Everyone else, choose a
Gonna
slot
aim
to
for that
make it
4th
no
square right
bueno.
there. Hey, Snow! Oh
Okay.
shit.
Let the games begin. Pick a spot to drop from.
Let's go.
Ever heard of chaos theory? Well, this is
Oh! Woo!
Oh, I am filled with rage about the whole nobody dying thing.
Yeah! I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart! I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. How the hell? Hey everyone. Hi. Hi Fuji, hi Elusive, thank you for checking in. Hey V. You're not an hour late, which is funny because I'm like 5 hours, 6 hours early, which just makes it funnier. Ow. But hello everyone. Alright. So, okay. I'm eating a piece of bread. I want to preface this really early. Depression has been kicking my butt the last 24 hours, like really, really bad. I slept most of yesterday, and my brain is kind of in a spot where it wants to sleep again. So we are we're doing this as a kind of counter approach. Why is there a black bar at the top? Why is there a black bar at the top? There shouldn't be a black bar at the top. Why are you there? I'll see if that stays when we actually hit go. But, yeah, let me... Begin game. Is that bar still going to be there? It is. Okay. That's weird. There we go. Bar's gone. But hello, everybody. We got a new little thing that hopefully works correctly. It's pinned to the top of the screen. Or, not pinned. It's above the game screen. Specifically for when I do Pokemon stuff. Specifically when I do 3DS Pokemon stuff. It'll auto-update. Which I thought was nice. I have another misalignment on the other screen. I'm annoyed. Why? Why are you misaligned? Hey, Bweet. One sec, I'm adjusting pixels. There we go, fixed it. I think. It's still wrong! One sec. I want to get this right. I work really hard on making these look good. There we go. Awesome, V. But good morning. Good morning. So, like I said, I worked really hard on making my overlays look good. I wanted to make sure everything was lined up. So, the bottom panel of the game for 3DS stuff is in the bottom right. So that is all lined up. There's a bar up at the top. That is sorted. Hello, Mello. We're doing this early. It'll probably be, it might be a longer stream, it might be a shorter stream, I don't know, but I figured I would be asleep during the normal hours. I have never played Alpha Sapphire, I have played Sapphire. Hi! Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name's Birch, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. And this is what we call a Pokemon. Ooh. Oh, are we being braggy? Okay. In Ruby and Sapphire, you arrive in the back of a moving van, because that's totally safe and legal. That's all good, V. I appreciate you hanging. Playing together as friends at times and helping out one another. And sometimes we just like to have fun battling others like us. But as close as we are, we don't know everything about Pokemon. In fact, there are still many, many mysteries surrounding Pokemon. I do research to try and unravel those Pokemon mysteries, but that's enough about me. Well, I mean, as I mentioned before, I've started extremely early. So, mine's also going to be screwy. What about you? Are you a boy or are you a girl? Well, we always pick the feminine model. Give me your name too. Mari, I'm sorry you're a bit pale today. Do you detect my keyboard? No. That's fine. So you're Mari? Oh, crap. No. Sorry, I just remembered. Sorry, this is one of those... Pokemon for a while had this issue. And I hate that they add a lowercase. Because every name is capitalized. Birch was in all capitals. So, in order for me to be named correctly in this game, I need to do this. Because all the Pokemon are going to be all capital. All the locations are going to be, like, proper nouns should be all capital. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to be annoyed, because Birch's name, we saw, was all capital letters. I try to pay attention to that. So you're Mari. Ah, I see. You're that Mari. Oh. You're the one who's moving to Little Root. Why is that lowercase? Birch's name was in capitals. Are you ready? I'm not sure anymore. Your very own adventure is now about to unfold. Be courageous and leap into the world of Pokemon, where dreams, adventures, and friendships await. I'm going to restart. If my name is wrong, I'm going to restart, because I paid attention on purpose to make sure that I made my name fit. Oh, I'm going to be mad. How we doing? It's gonna be Mom in caps. Mari, you're here at last. Wasn't it tough riding the back of the bum movement? It was illegal, Mom. Well, this is Little Root Town. What do you think? This is gonna be our new home. It has a quaint feel, but it looks like it should be a nice place to live, don't you think? And you get your own room this time, Mari. Come on, you have to see the inside. See, Mari, isn't it nice in here, too? Moving company's Pokemon even help with unpacking and cleanup. But they really make moving a cinch. Row, row. Thanks for all the hard work. We really appreciate it. Wah, wah, wah. You're in the way. Rah, rah, rah. You see your new room upstairs, Mari. Dad even bought a new clock. Oh, they messed up. They put Birch in all caps. They did. We need to restart. Did I hit F5? No. Restart is F6. Okay, noted. I'm mad, though. Mari is my TTS pet. So we use her name for most things. Actually. I don't like reading my own name in games a lot of times on a femme-presenting character. I will name the character of myself if I can be androgynous, but if the character is femme-presenting... I'm assuming what they did here is they did the capital as an homage to the original that does capitals, and then they fixed it for this. But I really don't like that they did that, because I use that to see how my name should be. That or have name suggestions, and then the name suggestions I would usually go off of. But them doing it this way is really irritating. Like, I hate when it's not. That's the thing. I won't use my own name. I sometimes name characters after food if they're already, like, in, like, Legend of Zelda. I'll name Link after food. I've done that forever. Usually I name Link Sausage, because Sausage Link. But, yeah, no, I try to name the player character. If I can make them androgynous, I'd like them to be after myself. But if it's clearly a gendered character design, I will pick Mari whenever I can. I'm pretty sure in the original, boy and girl were all capital, though, too. So they've kind of screwed up with their homage here. But I am annoyed that it's not consistent. Hey, Jing. My overlay has messed up and has decided to tell me I'm Mawile. Why are we doing that? Why? Why overlay? Why? Let me figure out what's going on there. This is gonna look really weird for a second, and I apologize. Boom! Interact. Settings. Yeah, I'm not playing Sun and Moon. Go here. 6. 6. 6. That's what that's supposed to be on. I don't know if it updated because my other thing went wrong. Oop, crap. Which should be right here. Yeah. Let's see, are you broken? No, you're correct. Why did the other thing go weird? Totally understandable, V. Okay, let's see. We're here now. Hopefully the bar doesn't update weird. When I was in testing, I had tried presetting Mawile as one, which is why Mawile popped up there for a little bit. And I was testing it in Sun and Moon, so the fact it was showing Mawile means it thought it was Sun and Moon, which is a problem. I think most of the issue is I'm in a 2PC setup, so it's going to go back and forth there on its own, or attempt to. It's an Azerodal. It has a familiar smell. That's a weird statement to make. I do think this art style is charming. It kind of gives off Mystery Dungeon vibes. Okay. Yep. We did this. We did this. Do. Right, sorry, we got rain in the overlay right away. See, Martin, isn't it nice? Gar 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 gar. But yeah, I stand by. I don't think Machoke should have a victory belt, and I think Machoke should still have a tail. I will forever stand by that. Do we have an Azrael? There's another Azrael doll here. Movies on TV. 2 men are dancing on a big piano keyboard. Better get going. I wonder what movie that's referencing. That's not how those work, but... Do you auto set for me? That's nice of you. Yep, cool. How do you like your new room, Mario? I don't know. I set the clock, Mom. It's really nice to have Pokemon around helping us, but you should make sure that everything's all at your desk. Well, so this is the thing, Jing. Machop has a tail. Machop has a tail, and then they removed it on Machoke and Machamp. But if you lean Machop and Machamp forward slightly and lean into their more kind of reptilian nature and keep the tail, you end up with a much less weird design, especially because you could take like the scales that you would expect on kind of the lizard design and form those into the pants, creating a pseudo clothing rather than just straight up using the clothing, right? I would kill for a Lapras style like that. It's a Wii U. It has a gamepad with a screen. Oof. Oh, Mari, quick, come quickly. All right. Dad's on TV. We brought you this report live in front of Petalburg Gym. Next up, a special look at a long-awaited meteor shower in the next Star Show. Oh, it's already ended. Looks like your dad was on, but we missed his part. What a shame. But that reminds me, one of Dad's friends lives in this town. Professor Birch is his name. His name is in lowercase this time, like it should be. It was weird that it wasn't in the thing you watched. He lives right next door, so you should go over and introduce yourself. Yeah. Well, the very first one got it. But yeah, the rest of the evolutions didn't. To think that you can get data from friends when you pass by with your 3DS in sleep mode. The power of science is staggering. What's a 3DS? You look familiar. Did they just straight up put the kid from Pokemon in here? I forget his name. That's just him. Hey, where's Birch? Oh, you're looking for Professor Birch. This is away on fieldwork, ergo, not here. Oh, I guess I have to tell you what fieldwork is. Fieldwork's when you study things. You didn't have to tell me shit. I really didn't need to know, but okay. Max. Was it Max? Was his name Max? You step into the tall grass on the route up ahead. The wild Pokemon jump out. I'm gonna try something, and I might regret this. So, my typical goal with my streams is to get everybody over here, right? I try really hard to get everybody over here. Now, not everybody's over here because there is the existence of YouTube. I usually lock down chat, though, for my own sanity. I'm gonna try today to have chat on. And I don't like this typically, but... subscribers only for my own sanity, and we'll hit that. And I'll see how that goes. I should see the chat anyway. We'll find out. I don't typically want to do it, but it's Pokemon, and we'll find out. It's not safe to go... I'm having trouble with growth anyway, so I may as well, right? It's not safe to go out there if you don't have any Pokemon with you. Okay. That's normally what you do, though. You go up there and you see... What? Oh, hello, and you are? Oh, you're Mario, our new next-door neighbor. Why'd you go into my house? That's really weird. We have a son who's just about the same age as you. He's been so excited about making a new friend. You should be in his room upstairs. I hope you'll go introduce yourself. I'd be so weirded out if there was just some... Like, at least the mom could shout up saying, hey, somebody new's coming by. Make sure you're decent. Pokemon fully restored. Items all packed in. Ah, there's a girl in my room! You? Who are you? Mari. Oh, you're the new kid who just moved in next door. Huh. Didn't know you'd be a girl. That's weird. Dad, I mean, Professor Birch told me you were the kid of a gym leader, and I sort of hoped to be a guy. Brennan, you're sexist. Well, I guess we're still neighbors, so nice to meet you. Let's be friends, okay? Huh? Hey, Mari, don't you have any Pokemon? If you want, I can go catch you one. No, wait, I forgot. I was supposed to be going out to help my dad catch some wild Pokemon. Some other time, okay? Oh, look, he's edgy and has a black Wii U, like I did. Listen, there was black and white. I don't like white consoles. Stairs at PS5. I think I hear someone screaming up ahead. What should I do? What should we do? Someone has to go help. Do I? Help me! You good? Hello, you over there. Please help me out. I think that depends on the plastic quality, but generally, yeah. In my bag, there's some Pokeballs. Okay. Now, out of these three, my favorite is Torchic. Mudkip's pretty cool, though. I always forget Trico has two tails. I really do like Torchic out of the three, though. Choose this Pokemon. Yes. Bip-a-dip-bip. A wild Poochyena appeared. Poochyena. Poochyena. Oop. What will Torchic do? Panic about the weird lag spike there. We will fight. And we'll set it on fire. Perfect. Well, Pugiana used tackle. Set it on fire again. There we go. Nailed it. Alright, I'm gonna do a ridiculous thing. But I will ask y'all, what should we name the Torchic? It is a male Torchic. Y'all can pick the name. You're Norman's girl, Mari. I didn't even realize who you were at first. You've grown into quite the young lady. This isn't the place for a chat, though. Come along to my lab. Have we met? Did you meet me when I was younger? What are the... So, Mari, I've heard so much about you from your father, but he said that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. If that's true, that was quite the performance back there. Looks like you really are your father's daughter. Oh, yes. To say thanks for rescuing me out there, how about I give you that Pokemon you used earlier? While you're at it, why not give a nickname to that Torchic? Alright, what are we naming the Torchic? Torchic male, what's the name? Anybody? Come on. Chanticleer? Will that fit? Is that even how that's spelled? I gotta figure out how it's spelled. No, I like Chanticleer as a reference. It's a good reference. I just gotta make sure it's spelled right. That is correct. Will it fit? We're gonna find out. My stylus isn't working. Sweet. I need to make sure that that is the character's, like, actual name. Yep. Chanticleer. That's a long name. I am going to take a second to fix my stylus not working. What seems to be happening is my stylus program, which doesn't even appear to be running this time. Amazing. Tends to just sometimes decide it's not on. Are we good now? Yep, we're good now. Cool. Don't know why it does that. It drives me nuts. But Chanticleer is a good name. You know, if you work with your Pokemon and gain experience, I think you'll make a pretty excellent trainer. My boy Brendan happens to be on Route 103 right now, surveying Pokemon for me. It might not be a bad idea for you to head out that way yourself. What do you think? Yes. Great, I'm sure Brendan will be happy to hear that, too. He can help teach you what it means to be a trainer. Oh, yes. And if you're ever lost along the way, just use the Area Nav on your Pokenav Plus. You can use it to get to Route 103 where Brendan should be. And if your Pokemon get tired, get some rest back at your new house. So, the thing is not working correctly for this. Are you gonna work now? Update team. It says on. Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire team. Am I in the wrong version? Am I in 1.0? I'm in 1.0. Cool. Got it. Nailed it. So yeah, you can see at the overlay, that should now update properly with the thing. I don't know why it's going to say missing no. Hopefully that'll go away, but yeah. Hey, Clue. Out we go. Do, 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 do. Just snap me to the door there. You feeling okay, Mario? You look a little tired. I think you should rest a bit. Do, 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 do. I'll take care out there, honey. Okay. Why am I... You know what? It's fine, I'll use the D-pad. The analog stick feels like it's, like, snapping, so we're just gonna go. I think we're on a grid, I think is what's happening. We're actually on a grid. It just... Yeah, we're on a grid. We're on an invisible grid. Hey, ma'am, your kid's kind of a jerk. Oh, it's Brendan when he's gone off somewhere. That child is just like his father. Can't stay in the house for 5 minutes. Mom, my chicken nugget is raw. We get to sprint right away, which is nice. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, no! It's a wormhole. It's got the worps. Ember. It's dead. Dun 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 dun. Do, 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 do. The worms is one of those silly little things that I will never forget. Zigzagoon! I did notice an oddity, and I don't know if that was related to just the level up there, but when it leveled me up, it refreshed the entire little overlay. It's minor, not like a huge deal that it did that, but it is something I am now aware of. Oh, Mari's gonna talk in the other chat. That'll be fun. Mari, don't talk over there. You're not supposed to. This is why I don't use the... yeah, I don't want the YouTube chat on. I immediately don't want the YouTube chat on. I was gonna try it, and then it's like, that's there. Nope. Because Mari's gonna spam my chat with that. Sorry, I'm not here for YouTube. Ugh. Maybe someday I'll get Mari to spam chat less, but today is not that day. Am I allowed in this grass? No. I'm very confused. Oh, there's another path. Like, what? It just shows where my brain's at. Like, I can't go up there. There's a ledge. If your Pokemon gets tired, take them to a Pokemon Center. There's a Pokemon Center in Oldale Town close by. Hey, Tyga. Do 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 do. Well, the Pokemon jump out at you when you're walking tall grass, so dive right in when you're trying to find that Pokemon. Okay. I'm under attack. Wild Puchaina appeared. Boing. Level 2. Oop. Scratch did less damage than expected. Not horrible, but... Toasty! Wow, wow. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, wow. Yeah. Hi there, I work at the Pokemart. From what I can see, you're a novice trainer. Am I right? Okay. Being super kind-hearted as I am, I'm gonna give you useful advice. I hate you. Like, conversationally, I hate you. First of all, that's a Pokemart there. Just look for our blue roof. It also says Pokemart on the front if you, for some reason, can't read. We sell a variety of goods, including Pokeballs for catching Pokemon. I'd like you to have these as part of a special promotion. It's the one nice thing you've done. Potion can be used any time, so they can be very useful to have. And this is Pokemon Center. Just look for the red roof. And the white building. And the red trim. And the giant Pokeball at the top. And the sign that says Pokemon Center. Ask a woman inside and she'll restore your Pokemon soul. Any woman? Or just ask Nurse Joy inside. She has a name. That's it. That was the advice for me. The super kind-hearted clerk. I hate you. Have a great journey. My capture! Come back! What happened? I don't know why I did that. This is a very cute Nurse Joy design. Do 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 do. I like that the little PC also had the Torchic on it. That's a very nice touch. Oh, and centers are great. You can use the service as much as you like, and it's all for free. We pay for it with our taxes. My question is always, is there an item in here? Nope. I'm supposed to ask you about healing my Pokemon? Just as with people, there are male and female Pokemon, but the details of the differences can be tough to nail down. Yeah, like a female Torchic apparently just has a mole on its butt. That's the entire difference of a male versus, yeah, a male versus a female Torchic. There's a mole on its butt. Pokemon are stronger by battling and leveling up. I just discovered a set of incredibly rare Pokemon prints. Oh, I'm sorry. Male Torchic has the mole on its butt? I had it backwards, so mine should have a mole on its butt, is what you're saying? I will have to double check. Welcome to the Pokemon Mart. May I help you? No, I'm good. Route 103. A wild Wingull appeared. Oh, yep. There's the mole. That mole needs to be a bit further to the side, because you're right, it does look like a butthole. Why did I use that? It's water. I'm actually at an extreme disadvantage here. Do 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 do. Also, why is there a Wingull here? I guess they are. Were they this gens? Ow. Were they this gens, Pidgey? Were they? That doesn't feel right. They were not. No, because it's always a 3-tier bird. Why is there a Wingull here? Hey, Beard. That battle kicked my butt. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Bop 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 bop. Back up we go. Swallow, thank you. There's not a 3-stage regional bird in Gen 3? Wow. Press the circle pad slowly to sneak close to a Pokemon. Entire game we're moving like this. There's something funny about that backdrop's level of detail. Okay, so it's this one and that one that live on Route 103. Huh? Hey, Mari. Oh, so you finally got a Pokemon from my dad? How about a little battle since we're here and all? I'm gonna teach you what being a trainer is all about. I specifically took the one that, that wasn't Gone's weakness. You're at a disadvantage. I think we need more, more opposing trainers in Pokemon to have nicknames on their Pokemon. Feels weird that you're like the only character that will nickname your Pokemon. Oh, this is gonna suck. Like, we're okay. I'm assuming it... Does it not know Water Gun, or have I just been unlucky, like, or have I been really lucky? Yeah. It's weird that the only the ones trading are the ones naming it, which arguably are the ones that should be most attached to theirs. Ba-ba-da-ba. Hey, the overlay worked cleanly that time. Ha! You're not too shabby, Mari. You received $200 for winning. I'm rich. It was a good battle. Thanks. Here, let me heal up both parties real quick. How did you do that? I think I know why my dad had his eye on you now. Look, you just got your Pokemon, right? And you already have that strong of a bond? I get the feeling you could befriend any Pokemon, Mari. No doubt. Well, I got some good data here, so I guess it's time to head back to the lab. You should head back too, Mari. Honestly, like... Respect to Brennan for being, like, 10 years old and being, like, on top of, like, being a researcher. He knows what he's doing in life. I don't think I have any... Do I have Pokeballs yet? No. So I can't even catch this if I wanted. Therefore, it is experience. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it looks like my overlay does something weird every time... Every time a battle ends. I need to see that again. So I apologize for the little bit on the overlay here, but I'm trying to see if it's like doing something weird. It's like, oh, well, you're in a battle. Oh, it's removing the missing nose, and then the missing nose are coming back on. I don't know why. I guess once we get some Pokemon to actually replace, I think we'll be fine. That's fine. Oh, I also... It's been a long time since we've used it, but I fixed the prediction overlay that my streams were supposed to have for the longest time. So that way, if people do a prediction, it will pop up in the... It will pop up on screen again, like it was meant to. There was kind of a bug going on where I wasn't doing it. Yeah, so it just changes everything to missing no when I'm not in battle. It's nice that it's updating cleanly, though. Especially because it's doing that between computers. Better. You know, I'm thinking about Torchic's design. I think they could have done more with it. Like, they made Torchic's design, like, look like the tuft on top of its head is on fire, which is valid. But, like, the whole thing could be a fire. Like, you could make the whole thing into a little fireball. It's kind of sad that they didn't. I have zero understanding of what EVs are. Like, I'll be real. I don't understand them. I know EVs and IVs exist, and I guess IVs are the ones they're caught with, and then EVs are changing. I don't know. I don't know the specifics. I don't know what it means. Like, I know it used to be a hidden stat as well. They're sassy. And I think that's important. Wait, actually, what is Blaze as a... How does a fire type moves when you're in trouble? Okay, so when I'm below 50% health or something, or whatever, my attacks get increased. Got it. Hey, Brendan. Heading back to my dad's lab first. Come on, Mari. Yeah, coming. I don't know why we're so rushy and pushy and... Do 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 do. Boo 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 boo. Why are we coming back though? Oh, Mari over here. Yeah, so in Pokemon you can jump off of ledges to go down as a shortcut. So it's a way to make it faster to return to areas you've typically been. Hey, Brendan, on your first try. Amazing. Brendan's been helping with my research for a long time, so he has a pretty long history as a trainer already. I think that settles it. I ordered this Pokedex for my research, but I think you should take it. That Pokedex is a high-tech tool that automatically makes a record of any Pokemon you meet or catch. I'm cold. Sorry, turning off my fan. Ugh. My boy Brennan takes his with him everywhere he goes. Whenever he catches a rare Pokemon and records his data in the Pokedex, why, he comes to seek me out whenever I am in the field to show me. And Pokemon are people you meet and the great expanse of nature that lies before you. Experience them both when you fill your Pokedex. I'd love if your world seemed wider than ever. Though I'd love it even more if you came back from time to time to show me what progress you've made. I'm getting the itch to go out and do fieldwork again. No, I'm wondering. I'm not 100% if this is the case, but I'm going to try. I apologize that you're going to see this again. This is a new thing I'm working on, so I'm trying to see, because, like, it's showing the wrong thing. But I've learned I apparently set... No, this is set correctly now. So I don't know... I was hoping I could get that fixed, but nope. We're just going to have a bug until we have a full party. That's fine. It works. It's okay. Fear? Hi. Hi. Hop up here. Here. Up here. Here. Up here. Up here. Up here. This cat, I swear. Fear. Up here. Now you don't need to yell at me. You're right next to me. Well then here, have some Pokeballs on me. You can use them to catch wild Pokemon. So yeah, this is the third title in Pokemon remade. So if you are new to Pokemon, which I see some people are in the chat, this is a really good spot to actually consider jumping in. This or just regular Ruby and Sapphire. If you want the classic experience. Though I do think Sun and Moon is a really good one to start with. It's like, I don't know, it really gets you pumped up, right? We both got to give it our all there, Mari. I decided to do this one instead of Sword and Shield just because I don't have the energy. And this is one I already kind of know everything about. I mean, I haven't played this version of it, but I do kind of already know the general way this one works. Ah, Mari, wait! Mari, did you introduce yourself to Professor Birch? Oh, what an adorable Pokemon. You got it from the professor? You are your father's child, alright. You look good together with a Pokemon. To think that you have your very own Pokemon now. Your father will be overjoyed, but don't push yourself too hard. If anything happens, you can always come home, honey. They're 10. They're 10. Maybe a little older, but they're 10. Oh my god. Hey, Bane. These are my dad. He said he forgot to give it to you before. Pokedev Plus. Okay. Ow. Hey, Vividus. Do. Pretty sure I've already seen everything here. That one. Oh, that's a Pokedex. That's not what I'm after. Ah, Dexnav. Says that there's a Poochyena, a Wurmple, and a Zigzagoon here. Cool. Already knew that. I could try and catch them. Or I could just level up my Torchic more. Mari, over here! Why are you here? Yeah, that's a tail sticking out. Yes, it is. There's a Pokemon hiding there. Yeah, it's a Poochyena. Poochyena. And look there, if you look at your Dexnav, score! It looks like that Pokemon knows a pretty rare move. How would I know it knows a rare move? How would I know it knows a rare move? Like, what do you mean it knows a rare move? It's a good level. Don't die. Thank you. I think I found its rare move. But how was I supposed to know it knew a rare move? There was nothing that, like, told me that. I don't... Okay, we need a name for our female Poochyena. Poochyena. Da 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 da. The Bite Pokemon. Poochyena is an omnivore. It will eat anything. A distinguishing feature is how large its fangs are compared to its body. This Pokemon tries to intimidate its foes by making the hair on its tail bristle out. Are we naming her Spike? I'm gonna do a variant of that. I'm gonna go with Puncture. I will expand on yours and go with Puncture. That way I can call them Punk for short. That was awesome, Mari. I've been at this way longer than you. Not even I have a turn to... But no, how was I supposed to know that had a rare ability? Like, what? Okay, I can make it appear by doing a search if I've already seen it. Why is that one's tail so bright? Was the last one's tail that bright? It must have been, but it felt very bright there. It's only level 2. Now, are we in the era where nothing has experience share right now? We are. Okay. So in the earlier Pokemon games, for those who are unaware, you did not have experience share on all your Pokemon. So you actually had to swap them, which is a complaint a lot of people have been having about playing Fire Red and Leaf Green that just released on Switch. Because they're learning very quickly, like, oh, I have to do this manually. I have to switch my party around. It's like, yeah. The original games are a bit more of a grind. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it is worth noting. Yeah, you actually gotta take part in the grind for a while. So we can go left now. Yep. Thought I was sketching some rare Pokemon prints. I turned out they were my own footprint. There is an experience share in the early ones, but the experience share in the early ones only worked on one Pokemon. You gave it to one, and then that's the one that got it. And I also agree. I think that's better. Having a little bit more of a grind there is important. I like sharing with one. Oh, that was a nice effect. Really getting their use out of the 3DS there. Okay, we got a Zigzagoon. Now, does that Zigzagoon have a rare ability? Is that what I'm supposed to understand with this? Like, I don't... If they pop up this way, are they a rarer one? Like, why did we know the one had a rare ability? I still don't follow that. I don't think I want to use Howl. I don't know what Howl does, actually. Like, I don't know what you do. But let's get this Zigzagoon. Howl sounds like an intimidation one, but the problem is there's like Roar, I know, scares the Pokemon back into the party and swaps the ones that are out. Okay, we got Zigzagoon. Well, with a name like Zigzagoon, I know what I'm naming her. The hair on Zigzagoon's back is bristly, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Your name is Wiggles. Maybe Clue. Howl boost attack. Okay. If you have Pokemon with you, then you're an official Pokemon trainer. You can't say no to my challenge. I mean, I could. Twerp. Nice Sableye shirt, though. There's an exclamation next to the Pokemon stuff in the Dex nav. Okay, good to know. I mean, Ice Fang. Oh, I probably should have tried Howl to see how that goes. Oh, looks like we get to do it anyway. You've only got one Pokemon, but we're learning. Ow. Okay, so it's hyping ourselves up. Oh, rude. I just hyped myself up and you reset it. Rude. And it's gone. Yeah, I lost. I should have trained mine more. What are you? I can't even picture what this is. What are you? Are you like that because I haven't seen you yet? Oh, a Lotad. Okay. Bow, bow, bow. Oh no! That's not what we want. Okay. Well, I've already decided on a name for you. And we're catching you anyways because I can. So, Confused is I think it's 50-50. But each of your turns, for a few turns, you have a chance of hitting yourself instead of the opponent. Now, it's not with your attack. It's just like basically you punch yourself kind of situation. But it does do a chunk of damage. Lotad is said to have dwelt on land before. However, this Pokemon is thought to have returned to water because the leaf on its head grew large and heavy, and now lives by floating atop the water. Yes. Hey, Fee, good morning. Your name is gonna be Pineapple. Pinap. It lagged a little bit there, but Pinap. And that looks like that's all the creatures that are in this region. So. Oh, do you actually take more? Interesting. I did not know that. Wurmple! It's got the Wurps! Do 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 do. It's terminal. What disconnected? Damn it, Stream Elements. Thank you for reconnecting. But damn it, Stream Elements. I like that kids, like young kids, give you more. Why is Lotad's thing that? I don't understand why Lotad's outline is that. Oh, that was a Surskit. Okay. And my thing was like DexNav had everything, but rip. I mean, go Wiggles. I have no attacks on Wiggles. Now, for those who don't know, Surskit has the best sound effects of any Pokemon. If you don't believe me, just look up videos of Surskit noises. I don't want to kill the this is the thing, I don't want to kill the Surskit. I want to catch the Surskit. That apparently gets stronger when anything
for a
fades.
while. Should we take a break?
Yes, Mari, we will take a break in a little bit. See if I can just catch it. I mean, it's level 5, there's a good chance. Hey! Dun 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 dun. Skirsky senses danger, it secretes a thick, sugary syrup from the tip of its head. Your name is gonna be... Your name is Raindrop. Which makes more sense if you know the evolution. But Raindrop. Okay, I need to go back and heal. I'm wounded. A lot of the reason we are filling out our party is mainly I just want to get 6 Pokemon in my party to fix the weird name change thing happening to all the Pokemon slots every location we go to. Bam bam bada bam. But like when I was down here, there was 3 silhouettes of Pokemon, and I guess maybe that's because I had already seen them. No, okay, yeah. So there's 3 silhouettes down here. I need to get a Wurmple. Also, Brendan's just chilling here still. Like, you good, Brendan? Wow. Have a good one, Zing. I appreciate you popping in. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. You good, Brendan? That was awesome, Mari. I've been at this way long. Okay, yep. Can I just... If I tap that, will it... Nope, nearly complete. Okay, so it still needs me to catch it in order to... Catch it or run into it again. Probably catch it. That's not what I'm after. The hard part really is, I mean, if I want to make Zigzagoon viable, I need to put Zigzagoon in the front of the party because, like I said, none of the moves Zigzagoon has are attacks. So in order to actually level up Zigzagoon, I need to swap. Which is a bit irritating, but... We're gonna do that. Hi, Fear. Fear's got his paw on my arm right now. Wurmple! Wurmple! This Wurmple doesn't pass the test. I'm just gonna run. It doesn't pass the test. We have rules. And Torchic is breaking the rules too, but Torchic may be a temporary party member. We'll see. See, level 2s just aren't worth it. I'm not going to get enough experience there. Oh, didn't mean to go that way. Wurmple! There we go. Pokeball. 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 The Worm Pokemon. Wurmple is targeted by Swallow as prey. This Pokemon will try to resist by pointing the spikes on its rear at the attacking predator. It will weaken the foe by leaking poison from the spikes. You have a nickname? Yes. Your name is Wurmps. See, now Wurmple's, again, gonna be a pain. It's like what we're already dealing with, but I do want Wurmps to level up, so we are putting Wurmps at the front of our party. There we go. Oh, I got a little medallion here. Is that because I've caught everything in the area? Good job, you've caught them all. Sweet. You get a little bonus badge on top of our dex page. That makes life a little bit easier. Let's go heal again, and then we're going to take a quick break for 3 minutes to run ads and turn them off for everybody. So I hope you'll bear with me there, but I will see you all in just a little bit, and we will be right back. Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? Hello? Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Marty. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! And I'm going to aim for the 4th square. Right here. I'm aiming right in the 4th square. I'm gonna aim for that 4th square right there. Hey, Snow! Oh shit.
Let the games begin. Pick a spot to drop from.
Let's go.
Never heard of chaos theory? Well, this is
Oh!
Nobody does.
Yeah! Backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart! I'm back a little early. BB and Fear are just chilling in the, in the windows in the other room. Both of them laying in their little hammocks. Because I've got 3 cat window hammocks. 2 in the other room and then 1 in this room. No one's in this one. The other 2 are the other. No, BB and Fury. Fear is next to me. Fear, I don't think Fear has ever been in the hammocks, actually. As much as I have 3 of them, I don't think he ever climbs up there. I may have misspoke, so that is also possibly on me. Like, it is 7 in the morning, which is not a time I am normally awake. This isn't all the Pokemon, so there is another Pokemon here somewhere. Oop. Go Wurmps! Oh, I should probably catch that Wingull as well. Like, I'm just thinking about it, I should probably catch the Wingull. Mostly just to mark it off the list.
Bum, bum, bum. There we go. Worm screw to level 3. So yeah, leveling like that is a big strategy that you had to do in the old Pokemon games, for those who haven't played them. Basically, send in your weak Pokemon, swap them out, and then send in your stronger one. Because if they can't win on their own, they still get experience for being in the battle. So, just coming up here. Like, Worms will now get experience just being in the battle. Now, String Shot slows the opponent. That's not going to help me too much. Speed is not a vital bit here. Especially because we do seem to somewhat be faster than it. Now... 16 divided by 3. I mean, they've done 10, so I should be able to survive one more and not faint, I hope. Yeah, so now the test comes, do I have enough? I should be able to take it out, I think. There we go. That's what I wanted. Good chunk of experience there. I don't know why I'm having some issues. Let me grab the software. I haven't used this one yet, so some things might be... It might be because I'm running it at 4 times instead of native, which looks like this. Which isn't much different, but... Let's just do 3 times native. Be more than enough. Go, Worms! But yeah, Worms is gonna be weak. But we should still get the experience. Let's send in Raindrop. We are looking for that Wingull. I do like the Dex Nav. Like, it gives you a good idea of like what's going on without having to, or like what Pokemon are in an area without just having to go, I don't know where I'm going, you know? Because that was one of the big things with the old ones, is like you just had to hope you found everything in a region, or use a guide online. Or honestly, I had one of the strategy guides. Like physical books. We used to get physical books a lot for that stuff. Wingull! There we go. You are not the one I want. I'm not a big fan of Wingull and Pelipper, but I don't know, they're not bad. I tend to not like a lot of the flying Pokemon under the I hate seeing them fly all the time. If they'd let them land between attacks, I'd hate them less. I just hate this perpetually flying thing they got going on. There we go. What do you mean it thawed out already? It wasn't even frozen for a turn. I got scammed. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Puncture learns Sand Attack. Worms did not level. I'm pretty sure it's just the Wingull left. Dun, 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 dun. Go, Chanticleer! Sun's coming up without him! Do, do, do. Come on. They're easy wins, but I need to heal Worms for that to actually work. Let's go heal Worms. Do 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 do. Bum ba da da. Such a weird layout they picked there. Okay, so I'm gonna save really quick. Also, what is in the options of this game? What do we got? Text speed, battle effects, battle style, button mode. Or save. Okay, so none of that actually matters. So what I wanted to check though, and we're gonna stop the emulation for this and then pop this up. I need to see graphics. System? No, I was hoping we could make it run a little bit faster, but apparently not. It's fine. Boo boo doo boo 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 doo boo. Morning, Dort. Ugh. Ha ba da ba ba. Let's go back up for that Wingull again. Actually, I'm gonna go here. I need to buy some Pokeballs. What the heck, Dor? I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully you can get something worked out, because what the hell? See, that's the part. Them not telling you it wasn't approved. That's where they owe you, in my book. If it wasn't approved and you did it anyway, and you were told, I would say, you know, that's kind of a... I don't blame them, but if they didn't tell you it wasn't approved, they owe you. Ow. Okay, they're doing 6 per turn, which means I would be out in 2. I'm not going to be able to take it out, so we're going to swap. I don't blame you, Dor. I feel like if they never told you, and they can't prove they told you, they ripped you off. Like, I would highly argue they straight up owe you. Even if it was just like half credit. That's what I'm saying. They should owe you at least half credit. If they didn't approve it and did not tell you, like, I feel you're owed at least that. Did they have any explanation for why they didn't tell you? Or why you weren't informed? Then I would talk to that person again and say, because you didn't inform me, how are we going to make this right? Like, get them to explain to you how they're going to fix it. Because they messed up. Because, yeah, that's, like, that's absurd. But if they never told you... So here's the catch on that one, Dor. If you should have waited, but they didn't give you a denial, they also wouldn't have given you an approval. So for them to have not done either means it doesn't matter that they was still only giving you that time frame. That's not acceptable. If there was no approval, then there was no denial either. So the point still stands. No. Like, they owe you both an approval and a denial. And if they didn't contact you... I would still fight that. If you can find proof of work, that you worked that while waiting for it, you should still be given it. Fear, I will fight you. Stop. Stop. I don't mind you placing your paw on my arm, but the nails going into my arm, that has to stop. No, Fear. And I think that's kind of the thing there, Dor. If they approved it yesterday, then they are expecting you to get 150 hours in 6 weeks. They need to explain that. If it took them that long to approve it, how do they expect you to do it? Like, genuinely, how do they need to explain how they expect you to do it. Yeah, that's an absurd amount, assuming you're, like, assuming school is a thing you're doing. That's what I'm saying, you're doing school. Therefore, that, like, you should only be required 40 hours combination of school and outside work. Or that is absurd. That's what I'm saying. Like, 40 hours of work includes school. So, no. They need to explain... Did they do any explanation of why it took them so long to approve? Was there any reason for that? Because I'm sure you applied for it ages ago. They either need to give you an explanation or give you an extension on that specific thing. Email them back and get them... I would email them back and have them explain why it took so long. Because the fact that they approved it that late means you have to manage 150 hours in that many weeks. If you have the time that you applied... I would get that on record to say that they are expecting you to do that. That's what I'm saying. They owe you. They owe you an explanation. They owe you an extension. Even if it's a national deadline, they drop the ball. So they need to either give you hours you've already done back. They owe you. Genuinely. Like, if they took that long to do it, if they just approved it, and I'm like, I don't know when you applied, but if they just approved it, even if you were approved, even if you just got approved it, there'd be zero way for you to do that in time. That is entirely on them. They need to explain how they expect you to do it. They need to explain to you how they expect you to do that by the deadline when you applied, I'm assuming, well over a month ago. That's what I'm saying. They need to explain. They need to explain how it is even possible. Because that isn't possible. So yeah, you need to get them to explain how they expect you to do it. I don't know how many weeks ago that was. Like you saying that it was, you started a while. I don't have a set amount. I Lapless, but like, if they screwed you out of 100 hours of work because they took so long, like I'm going to assume that was at least a month that has probably been there, if not 2 months. But like, if you can find a record of when you applied and why it took them that long, it wouldn't have mattered what job you applied for, approved or denied or anything, because you needed that information, right? You would have had to have done it in 6 weeks. They want you to do it. Like, they dropped the ball, not you. No matter how you look at it, they dropped the ball, not you. So yeah, unless they can explain how you're supposed to get those hours in that time period, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, hi Fear. By the way, everybody, Twitch is being weird with your views. I know you're there. If you're able, try to claim that bonus channel point chest at the bottom of the chat. You don't have to redeem anything, but just like clicking to make sure you're claiming that bonus channel point chest will actually make sure your view does count. So if you're able, obviously not required, but if you can, I would appreciate it. Let's send in Pinep. Go, Pinap! Oh, you also don't have any attacks, do you? Teeter Dance doesn't do damage, does it? It does confuse them. So, like, it's not nothing, but... I mean, it's confused now. Let's hope Werbs can do something. I'm sorry, Dor. But I do think you need to email them and have them explain why it took them so long. Because that would mean it's been at least 4 weeks that it took them to approve that. So out of the 10 weeks that you would be expected to do that, out of a possible 10 weeks, they dropped you down to 6. And if nothing counts before it, then they've scammed you. Get poisoned! Dang it. Dang it. No, Warps! Well, looks like it's all gonna go to Pinap. Boo boo, boo boo. Rude. Don't even have. Pinap doesn't even have attacks. It's kind of weird that so many of the starters in this area just don't have damaging attacks. Hey, Rose. Da-da. There we go. Just had to wait for it to hit itself. Okay, do some reviving. I don't know why it's lagging every once in a while there. Yeah, something is causing it to hiccup. There's no reason for it. Maybe it's this? Reducing stuttering considerably. Okay. I'm going to assume that qualified as stuttering. Do. Okay. We're still after a Wingull. There are Wingulls up here. Sometimes. Poison Sting. There we go. Thank you for poisoning. Everybody loves a good poison. Like, burn is cooler, but... Nice. Where's my music? Hello? 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 Everything's gone quiet. I have no game audio anymore. What happened? Did my audio driver stop? Where's my audio? Where's my audio? I'm unnerved. Silent game, very unnerving. I don't know if I lost all my sound. Like, I mean, I know you can hear me, but I don't have any, like, I don't know if I lost all my system sounds.
Follow your heart.
Okay.
And stuff.
There's still sound there. Did the game? It says 60%. I don't know if it just lost my computer. My main PC. Did we lose audio there? It's weird. Uncomfortable. Yeah, it says it's on. Okay, I just had to re-enable it. We're good now. I just changed the audio source off and put it back on. Do 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 do. That was weird. Dun dun dun. Sometimes effects like that, like just that one there, is so satisfying to me because you get those moments where it's like, that's clearly from another game, but it sometimes just like lines up and fits really well. Amazing door. God, I was hearing about somebody having somebody yesterday that I was watching actually had a crash happen outside their house during their stream. The thing that got me a while back, I had a DoorDash delivery coming through, and I get a text apologizing from the driver that just said, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to complete your order." And they were like half a block from my house. I'm not going to be able to complete your order. You can place it again. I'm canceling your order. I have to apologize. I got in a car accident. I go, oh, I hope you're okay. And they go, yeah, don't worry about it. But they'll have to remake your order. It was a whole thing. They crashed into a pole. It's like, what? It's like, well, I appreciate you telling me. It was weird, though. Filling up my water. Worms, you need one level. This is where we're at. We're after one level on worms. Ow. Hi, Aiko. Okay, let's. I'm gonna swap worms out. I'm gonna put Raindrop in, so Raindrop can at least do some fighting. Oh, it's early for me as well, Roscoe. I started really early. But depression's been wrecking me the last 24 hours. I'm just like, if I don't stream now, I may not make my normal stream time, so. Aw. I love the little special effects for like the randomizer on it. I'm hoping I can get more fun random entrance things to really divide it up even more for people. Like, I want to add in different check-ins that might do other things just to really help people feel like they're getting a lucky draw, right? But I think those entrance ones are actually like harder to figure out what would be best for it. This Wingull! Why won't this Wingull show up? What's really funny, Roscoe, is like this is a 3. Like, when did this one come out? Let me check. This came out in 2014. So this is a 12-year-old game. What's really funny too is this one definitely like does work on mobile. I I wouldn't do that. It's not a bad idea, Aiko. Like, I don't disagree with it as an idea. But I'm not somebody who likes being touched as a person. So I feel like that would be something that would kind of... While I understand that it is a VTuber model and not me, it's something I don't really kind of want to lean into. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, because it's a representation of myself, so... The slap is quick enough, I'm not too bothered, but a pet would not feel right. The random lizard. Yeah, there is the chance of doing like the random sounds as a thing. That is true. I think what might be cute as a thing is maybe somebody plants a tree in the overlay, and then that is just like a very, very slow, maybe like a growing item in the overlay. Could be cute. Like they just plant a little item. Might work. Hey, Arky. Or because we're gonna eventually have flowers in the overlay when everybody does their check-in automatically. But that won't cover everything, right? So I'm not 100% yet. How you doing, Arky? Maybe like a little, or like have a little potted plant that gets watered from the check-ins. There's a chance there, but I don't know if that feels fully on. Yeah, giving Mari a snack could work. Okay, Pinap learned Absorb. Pinap is more useful now. I find it funny. I've been in this area for ages, and we found 2 Wingull. And they've both been male. 2 Wingull so far, both male. We at least have Absorb, though. Can I change the order of my moves while in battle? No. Okay. Had to check. That is true. We'll have a lot more options with the new TTS pet. For those who are unaware, we're adding a new TTS pet in. So a secondary one. I'm trying to figure out how big they should be. Not a man, but I'll take the wabbit. How's it going, Theo? It's fine. But yeah, no, I gotta figure out the size for the new TS pet. That'll work. Could also just say wabbit. But no, the new TTS pet I've got to figure out a scale for. Which is the big thing. And I don't know, because like Mari is quite small. Mari is quite small, and I want them to be smaller than Mari, but I don't want them to be too small. Because I still want them to be very clear and able to be told what they look like and seen and not like hidden in the overlay. We could put them in the upper left of the screen, but then they would have to be on top of the screen entirely, and they couldn't be hanging off the edge. That zoom in on Lotad. Could also try putting them in the lower left near the goal bars, which I think wouldn't be too bad. Though I would like to change out the goal bars to something else eventually. Yeah, they could be sitting on top like little buddy is right now. So the reason is that the newer games, especially if we're looking at Scarlet and Violet, is that Scarlet and Violet, because it has the weird terrain, they can't, and they wanted to give the player control over the camera. If they didn't give the player control over the camera, the terrain would be going up and down, and you'd be constantly clipping out of bounds. Whereas when you're in control, they can blame you for the camera clipping during the fight. I could do that, Elusive. Like, that isn't impossible. But I'm not a big fan of, like, fading to move them around. But see, Theo, that's kind of the one thing that gets me with a lot of Pokemon, and I think this is where Pokemon's kind of lost the point. Pokemon is focused so much on trying to change the style of the game to a more open world and different thing that it's lost the personality that makes Pokemon games look as good as they did. Oh yeah, I know, Theo, I use that for a lot of things, but moving an entire TTS pet somewhere isn't gonna work. I would need actually like a full-on animation. Like, I can't just do a fade out, fade in. I don't feel like that would look as good. Even sliding off screen, sliding in isn't gonna look right. Because it's a living thing, right? Because, like, I use the move transition filter for, like, everything. That's how, like, my zoom in works. That's how my overlay moves around. Like, that's a huge part of everything, so... It does typically work, it just doesn't work in this scenario. Dun dun dun. I mean, I'm not saying that I want them animated. I'm saying that if I'm moving them around, I would want them animated. Right, like, there's like, if they are moving around, then I would want them animated, not just sliding. Like, it's very much, that's a lot more than I have the ability to do or the budget to do. Right? Ugh. Because it's totally something I could do and could have done. But, I'd rather just do... Did I lose sound again? What is going on with my sound? I'm assuming it has to do with that graphic setting I changed, which is weird because you wouldn't think that'd be a graphic setting. But all I did was change that. So... But, like, I'm not opposed to the whole, like, moving idea. It's just not something that I can do without a lot of work. Because, no, I do think that would be cute. I do think that'd be cute, and it would give some extra life to things, but it's just not an easily attainable thing. I just want a Wingull! There we go, thank you. The correct gender? Probably not. Am I screwed? Hey, it's the right gender, let's go. And absorb is weak, don't kill it! Don't kill it! Okay, we're good. Oh, I'm sorry, Door. Dun 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 dun. Well, that's cool. I was actually talking yesterday to Larmith about crawfish. I was like, you can call them crawfish, you can call them crawdads, or you can call them crayfish, but don't call them craydads, or people will look at you like you're weird. Your name is Sora. Da, 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 da. Okay, so that gave us the last one in that area. Let's go back to the Pokemon Center. Okay, so I want to withdraw you. Okay, I can't go. Okay, it's being a little bit annoying by this. So I have to deposit first. So we are in a really annoying one. We need a deposit. And now here's where I become a weird one. We're gonna get rid of our starter. Oh, thank you for the resub.
Extra bottle to just subscribed to us for another month. That's 54 now.
I really appreciate that. Oh, we can evaluate our Pokedex from here. Looks as though you spotted 8. Nice little jingle there. Okay, let's see. I also just realized I have not checked this, but you can see here. What do you have? What? Let me give me this. Pretty wing. What do you have? They just have items on them. Potion. Honey. And a Pecha Berry. Like, got a bunch of random stuff there. Yeah. Okay, so we cleared that area. Now we get to go over here, where I'm also missing something here. I don't know what I'm missing, but there's apparently another one in here. You wanna fight? It's not very tall. Oop, battle. Bam, 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 bam. Water gun! Water gun! Ow. There we go. But yeah, I like having that little bar at the top of the screen, though it has not updated properly. Did we desync? Why did we desync here? Oh, there we go. I just needed to reconnect it. You just become a trainer. We're both beginners! Bam, 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 ba-da, bum. Okay, so this isn't gonna go too well, but hopefully... Yeah. Saw that coming, so we're gonna change out... I'm gonna send in Wurmps. Maybe we can poison it. It's not gonna be the best damage, but if we can get the poison going, then we should get some decent experience out of it. That's kind of concerning. But again, poison would be great. We did not get poison. Did 4 damage. We're okay. I think we're only doing probably 3 damage. Okay, now they're probably gonna do 5. Can you please get poisoned? There we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, well, if we've got this, right, I want to get, I do want to get experience on Wiggles, so if I can get Wiggles to level up a little bit to maybe get an attack, just Tackle would be fantastic, but Wiggles is not great for battles at all right now. So hopefully she's okay. Ow, that did a lot. Actually, a little concerned with how much that did. Maybe a charm? Go Wiggles! That's still a lot of damage. Do another charm. I believe in you, Wiggles. Wiggles is actually adorable. Okay, you're trying to get your attack back up, which is amusing. Do, 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 do. That was a horrible move choice. There we go. Good experience for Wiggles. Yay, Wiggles! Okay. Well, Wurmps is going to evolve after this fight. That'll be great. Sora gained a level. I'm not going to switch yet, mainly because I want, like, I want Wiggles to get more experience. Oh, it's only level 2 as well. So let's make it a bit weaker. Why not? I think I'm gonna make the Tube Them emote available on better TTV for people. Do 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 do. Give me a second. Cameron for them. Right? Yes. If I do that, we're doing it live. Go here, go here, go here. You. There we go. Hopefully it works. It's trying. It's taking a little bit. There we go. New emote added to chat. So now even if you're not a sub, you should be able to use the Tube Them. You may need to refresh before it actually goes through, but it is there. Like, I don't see it on my bot because that needs to reload, but it should be working in chat, and that's what matters. That was a crit? Oh god. Okay, it's not the best party makeup right now. It's fine. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Come on. Ugh. But I hope everybody's doing alright. I'm sorry for the low energy. Again, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I feel like I should mention it again. Over the past 24 hours, my depression has spiked to really, really high levels, so my energy levels are shot as it goes. I slept most of yesterday just to kind of turn my brain off, and I'll probably be doing that for a good chunk of today as well. Oh, thank you for the follow. So it's one of those things where, like, I wanted to stream today regardless. I hate missing streams, so if I can just stream earlier, that kind of at least covers that a bit for me, right? So that was kind of the big thing, is like I just wanted to make sure I am streaming when I can to get that through, and yeah. So, yeah. But so I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for kind of coming out nice and early and hanging and being lovely. But yeah, that's why my energy levels are down today. I mean, I'm not the most energetic of people. We're all about chill vibes here, as many of you are aware. But there are those moments where there's gonna be more. are you talking so I'm assuming you found me through the suggested kind of streams going on? Or it's not horrible when you're on it. Like, sometimes you do get some nice ones, especially when not enough people are live. I've found a couple people through that. What? Worms is evolving? But I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, like, it's... Because, like, I get it when, like, I do want to see the people I follow first if they're live. But if, like, only 3 of them are live and I'm looking for something to watch, it's nice when there's other ones that pop up. Like, sometimes I see some that look really cool or look really chill or interesting. And I'm like, okay, I'll pop in. I do wish we could, like, if it would let us, to, like, pre-frame our stream and say, hey, if you're gonna show me on a vertical layout, could you crop me here? I think that would be great. Like, to just crop it in a little way that, like, shows it off, similar to their their special layouts that they allow you to edit for their previews, but it's nice. I like it overall. Okay, my party is all weird. My party is all weird. What do we got? So Sora's in the lead. We got Wiggles. Wiggles really needs the experience more than Sora. Sora has an attack. So we're gonna put Wiggles in first, and then I don't know who end up on. My brain is not there, so that's all that matters, right? Dun 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 dun. Hi, Fury. Hi, buddy. Fury has joined us. Fury has climbed into the cat tree right next to me. Okay, so let's just swap now. And we'll swap over to Wurps. Because it would be nice to get Wurms to level 10 before the gym. May not happen, but it's something. I think the big thing for me with Twitch doing the vertical layout, what I would have liked to see them do instead, and I talked about this when they first rolled it out. I don't mind it so much as a thing that they've got now, but I would like them to do a secondary app that just goes through featured clips that people have done and bases it on, like, are people reacting to it, things like that, because they've added the reactions that people can do now. But I would love to see it pick the featured clips, only show off so many recent ones from that channel so they're not, like, flooding with featured clips. And then make it an entirely separate app, call it, like, Twitchy or something, and then you just have... It's just clips showing off other streams. It's like, it would allow you to have stuff without it being this over-the-top, kind of, like, experience that you're not really after in the app. Yeah, exactly, Roscoe. Just like they... So, because they've got their vertical... You can do crops and set 2 of them up as long as they fit the 1080 by 1920 resolution. You can do crops for clips, and it's like, well, let me do a preset one for the stream, so that way when you're showing it off, I can fit the game in one spot and then have me up at the top, right? Just so that would be like, yeah, look, here's the stream. They're slowly rolling out new things with clips. Like, they've added the leaderboard, so if people have done a clip and it's gotten views in the last week, you get on a clip leaderboard, you get a little badge next to your name, which incentivizes people to do that. They've added the /clip command, where you can clip more quickly just by typing /clip, rather than having to go through a whole process built into the site, when it works anyway. Sometimes that does error out, but that is a thing you can do now. And then they recently added the ability to react to clips, so you can give them thumbs up, laughs, things like that. You have they are leaning into it now. After the charity weekend, all your clips were from that on the TikTok thing. Yeah, it's there. It's improving. They've been doing a lot of improvements on it, and I don't think that. And that's kind of the thing. Is like, I don't think there is a, like, cut and dry, clear answer of what the best method to do is. And I think that's part of it. See. So, Roscoe, I am running 2 streams at once, right now, technically speaking. You can do vertical layout inside your OBS, but if you're doing TikTok, you need to get weird with it. If you're doing YouTube vertical and horizontal, you gotta get weird with it. But you can do that all from OBS. But TikTok requires a separate key, which is why that's a problem. But I am technically streaming to YouTube, but I just do that so that way, 1, it networks a little bit over there, and 2, it just puts the VOD. It gets the VOD there immediately. I wonder what Pokemon I'm missing. Because there is a Pokemon missing here. It's not you, Lotad. Go, Puncture! Doo-doo-doo. Ow! Ugh. Big stretch. We are going to be taking ads soon. Mari's going to yell at me in about, like, I think Mari waits a little bit after the timer runs out, but the timer runs out in 9 seconds. So there will be an ad break soon, which you can all use as an excuse to get up, stretch, grab a snack. It is early in the day here, so maybe you're like, I should get a breakfast burrito. I don't know. Whatever you got on you, get some food. Come on, Mari, where you at? It's your time. It actually might be too early for Mari to say anything, thinking about it. I don't know what time I've enabled Mari to start going.
I took a nap and you're still here? Really? Go stretch.
Hope you've been using your Dex Nav and perfecting your sneaking skills. Oh, and you do know about your Dex Nav's detector mode, right? It'll react to any Pokemon in the area, so it's pretty handy to use. No, I didn't know about it. There's a real lack of clouds in the sky. For as big as those clouds were there. Thinking I should challenge him once my Pokemon up. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we still don't have everything here. Oh, the Dex Nav is yelling at me to tap it now. Okay. Oh, because there's a Beautifly. Because we saw a Beautifly. That's neat. I like that they let me see that. No, there are things that they've added in this version of it that weren't in the original. I've never played this one, so I'm kind of getting that experience as well. But it is time for a quick break. We're going to step away 3 minutes. Won't miss anything, I promise. Running ads, so that way anybody who tunes in doesn't get them. Y'all know how it goes. I'll see y'all soon. Be right back.
My God! My God! Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. The second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? Hello? Why was that musical?
Why did I just auto-tune my own voice?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Bard. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! And I'm going to aim for the 4th square. Right here. I'm aiming right in the 4th square.
Choose a
I'm
slot.
gonna aim for that 4th square right there. Hey, Snow! Oh shit.
Let the games begin. Pick a spot to drop from.
Let's go.
Ever heard of Chaos Theory? Well, this is
Oh!
I'm sitting here a little early. Oh, I did post this in the Discord, but I'll mention it now. I sadly do have to mention, we did not get approved for the Annapurna partnership. I tried. I failed. It's fine. But we did fail that. We did fail to get approved, sadly. Hi, BB. Please lay down. Can we please? I'm just glad they actually sent a denial letter. Like, usually when I apply for partnerships and things, I just never hear back. So I'm kind of glad they actually replied. They also specifically said to apply again in the future. So, that was nice. Something spawned in the bushes finally. There was something that spawned in the bushes here, and it's gone. I'm grumpy. Like, nothing has spawned anywhere this entire time, and then something finally spawns there. That's all good, V. I appreciate you. Yeah, like, I don't... Also, hi, Kate. I don't... I'm not mad about it. Like, I know my numbers aren't, like, the... I know my numbers aren't, like, the best. That was whatever I'm missing. There, you. What are you? What is this creature I'm missing? But yeah, it's their start of doing the campaign, so it makes sense. Like, I'm not the biggest, like, number draw or anything, so... Dun, 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 dun. No, why is it a Lotad? We were missing some creature. What's interesting is I did run into a lot of different... Ah, that's what we're after. Hello. So, Ralts. Hello. Of course it's Mask. Damn it. My all lady team has been scammed. Well, we should be able to detect it easier now, though. One thing I like with the little overlay I got going is it does highlight the one that is actively out of my party. Da 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 da. Bread, bread, bread. Bread is a pretty good name. Okay, so yeah, okay, so now it's in my thing, but I can't. I need to catch one in order to be able to search for it. But it's in my little radar now, so now we know what it is that we're looking for. Well, that's a Lotad. Right? Bug water. No. So, you are a Surskit. That's a Surskit. Yeah, it will, Ezra. Which is part of why I don't want it.
Amazing. Your underscore imagination just subscribed to us for another month. That's
hey,
56
Image.
now.
Oh, I thought they did anyway. I thought Gallade was gender division. We're trying to get a female Ralts. Not what we're after. Bam, bam, bam. I already let it go, Kate. Sorry. Not sir, Yuna, but yes, early. I want that one. I mean, I don't think I want that one. Water grass, that's a Lotad. Bug water, that's a Surskit. But no, that is our Puchietta. No, depression's kicking my butt, so I just stream when I'm awake. The main honorific that people use in general for non-binary is mix, but I'm not a big fan of mix, which is MX. I've just never been a fan of that one. It's hard. It sounds harsh. I use Magus because it's funny, and it's abbreviated with, Magus, which is MG. And the main reason I like using that one is I can also make the joke that, like magnesium, I also explode in water, or I react violently with water. Yeah, I use Magus. Dang it! Another male. Yeah, Magus. Magus is my favorite one. Or mage, things like that, because they're not specifically gendered. It's interesting that like the Ralts I can see is like is it like height based? It feels like it's height based. No, it's fine. I just find it weird that we can see Ralts. Like Ralts is the Ralts at, or maybe it's just certain ones have set animations that you can see them. Just put a U, Door. Magus, M-A-G-U-S. Another male. Do 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 do. Well, arguably my sleep schedule is fine. The issue is that depression is making me exhausted. Whoop. What? No! Yeah. Depression's a butt. Just running laps until... Where are they? Oh. What do we get? Water grass. That is a Lotad. What I am seeing, though, is apparently only one will be up at a time. So I have to scare it away in order, or get a battle in order to get the next one. Doot, 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 doot. Nope. But yeah, if I sprint, they'll immediately hide if I'm too close when they spawn. So I gotta, like... Not that one. I will catch this Ralts. Like, generally, having a psychic early in the game is like a really good thing to have. So like I can't. Now that I know there's a Ralts here, I don't want to miss it. The one thing that might make this area not count as cleared even with the Ralts though is that there is a water spot, which means there's likely a Magikarp here. And without catching a Magikarp, a lot of these are gonna sit in a weird spot. Do 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 do. Also, the stream is reminding me that I need to get some form of alert on screen that visually says they, them once in a while. Like an ID sign. Not there. Nice door. What are you? Who are you? Are you a Zigzagoon? No! Okay, that was not- I was not expecting a Wurmple there. I don't know. Some people aren't really good at being conscious while the moon is out. Which I feel like those people are missing out, but those are the people I expect to be up early. Like, oh, sun's setting, going to bed. Like, oh, okay. I could, but the problem with doing that, Kate, is there are certain things that I might want to pin, as well as I think putting my pronouns at the top can be kind of obnoxious for myself. I don't know. It's kind of that weird balance. It's a balancing act for me. I don't like using the pin for a lot of stuff, especially because pins get really confused during hype trains. And during notifications like that as well. So it's not a great feature overall. Pins can be useful, but I don't know. Right now we've got Mari occasionally mentioning pronouns, but Ralts. Come on. God damn it! I'm gonna take out this Ralts. Well, for what it's worth, Panda, I'm never bothered. Like, I mean, I'm secure in how I feel about my gender. It's just it's been screwed up 3 times today, so I'm kind of like, I'm not bothered when it's not malicious, but it does still grate. You know what I mean? Like, it does still grate. And this is no offense to anybody who's been around a while, but, like, the longer someone's been around, the more it kind of jabs. Aw, thank you, V. As a reminder, everybody, if you do exclamation point pronouns, you can add pronouns to your Twitch by linking to Alejo pronouns. So you can have your pronouns next to your name for me to be able to see. Just saying. Exclamation point pronouns, V. Exclamation point pronouns. It is not a thing built into Twitch. It is an extension somebody made that you can attach to your browser, and it just adds it next to the names. But it works with a lot of different bots, and a lot of streamers have it enabled and can see it, and if you have the extension yourself, you'll be able to see it as well. So, like, I can see about half the chat has it, which now felt like the perfect time to bring it up. Right there. Come on. Not the one. I will find a Ralts. Yeah, no, there's a lot of different on-screen chats that have it in it. I'm pretty sure every on-screen chat that I've seen incorporates with it. I don't think I've seen one that doesn't. People may not have it enabled by default, but all the extension ones that I'm aware of use Alejo. You're good. You're good, Yuna. You're good. I'm not mad at you. Don't worry. It's all good. We won't know for a few minutes. It takes a little bit for the servers to update, and then my bot may not update it at all. You'll see it next to your name if you've got the extension installed, though. But yeah, it won't show on mobile if you're using it on mobile, but it does show to other people who are not on mobile. Come on. It can take up to 15 minutes, so just be patient. Where? I'm gonna go over here and use the Pokemon Center, and then we're gonna go back over there. I can never remember, but I don't remember if it's Franker, like if it's FFZ or 7. Whatever, that's the bad one. One of those two is bad, and I don't remember which one it is. I'm going to assume it's not FFZ. It's 7? Okay, yeah. Stay away from 7. Well, you know, in this case, it's not a Twitch thing. Twitch didn't make this extension. This is mobile, and mobile doesn't have extensions in the same way, because it's a browser thing. There are modded Twitch browsers, but I don't trust them personally. But you could, in theory, use a modded browser that has the Alejo pronouns built in, if you really wanted to, if you trust third-party sites with your Twitch login. But yeah, that is a safety choice you would have to make yourself. Not you! Because we know we can see the Ralts. I'm determined to get this Ralts. Not you! Yeah, but you could also just download the extension specifically for the pronouns, and then you're good. Yeah, 7TV is the one to stay away from. That was the one I couldn't remember the name of. 7TV. Damn it. There you go, V. Your pronouns are there. Yeah, which is valid. If you don't want more extensions, that's fair, but it's very lightweight for the pronoun one. Execute. Dun 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 dun. Wiggles, we have really got to get you like an attack. Look at this: Charm, Growl, Tail Whip, and Sand Attack. Wiggles, please. Oh, that's weird image. I didn't know that. Listen, listen. I have made sure of this, V. But if you check the Pokemon at the top of my screen, you can see they are all ladies, which is why the Ralts is taking forever. Nope, I'm just not using it. I'm just not using it, Ezra. I could have done soft resets, but I didn't think to do it. I didn't think to quick save, and I didn't feel like going through the intro again and again. I probably will be doing soft resets on Sun and Moon if I go around to that one. But... not you! So many Lotads. Yeah, it's a 1 in 8 chance for a female starter, I believe, on all gens. So it's actually even less than that. I usually, in Scarlet and Violet, though, I've managed to get it 2 out of 3 times I have had a female starter in Scarlet and Violet. God damn it! It's so weird with Gardevoir, because I thought Gardevoir had a higher chance of being female. Bum 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 ba da bum. Blah. That is Sylveon. The trans Eevee is Sylveon. Do 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 do. Ralts, please, please, please. Please? Please. Hey, Soumya. This is like our 7th or 8th Ralts. Holy! Bum, bada bum 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 bum. Brr, brr, brr. Not you. Not you. I try really hard to get stuff like that working, V, genuinely. Like, when it comes to getting my streams to actually visually look, to show everything, like, I didn't want to, like, cram it in a corner. I got space there, I figured I'd throw it there. Rotate it a little bit, because why not? But yeah, I try really hard to get stuff like that to look clean. Like, the only thing that bothers me with this a little bit is because of the cropped edges, the game, because the game isn't a proper, like, 16 by 9 resolution. It's like 16 by like, I think it's like 16 by 8. 50%? Really? It's supposed to be 50-50 and my luck has just been that bad? My luck has just been that bad. Also, hi, Wonder. Yep, that is what I'm doing, trying to get female Ralts. Doot, doot, doot. Wait, where'd that one even spawn? Honestly, yeah, population reduction is seeming pretty tempting right now. There. How did I design the model? So conceptually, I've had the persona for a long time. I spoke with Mira the Farmer to figure out a base for it, for me to draw the outfit over, because the outfit is, I went to college for fashion design. I dropped out. I'm not a graduate, but I did go to college for fashion design. I've always loved clothes and figuring that. There we go! Finally. But I ended up designing the outfit and everything based on different influences from different video games and TV shows. Specifically, it was inspired. Oh, sorry. Specifically, it was inspired by Dot Hack, Shangri-La Frontier, and The Magicians were my main 3 influences. But then, the art was all done by, again, Mira the Farmer, cleaning up my designs and stuff for the references for the clothes and all that stuff, working together with him. But then, after that, it was assembled in a program called Vtuber, made by a regular in our chat called Rahisaurus, which is really just a really cool. They are a really cool creator who has worked with me on kind of customizing it and stuff. Then I worked on animating it entirely in the program for it. The markings moving, all of that stuff. So it's a whole mix of things that went on with making it. Okay, we will give a nickname. You will be... I don't know why, but Cayenne. Da 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 da. Do do do. Vtuber is a really good app, genuinely. My model is over 100 layers though, but Vtuber you can use just one layer. You can do all of it with just one layer. So don't like overwork yourself on trying to do that. Mine is over 100, yeah, because I can do so. Just to show, everything on my model is separate pieces. So everything moving is all separate and interchangeable, and like I can take off my earrings, I can take off my necklace, take off the chain, take off the jacket. But they're all a whole bunch of different layers and modifiable and stuff like that. And then, as a thing with the markings, in order to get the markings to work, and yeah, no hyphen, but yeah. As a thing to just kind of point out with the model, because you can see how the markings are moving, right? The markings all move, but that is a separate layer. So every bit of my character's model, here, we'll do this the weird way. So if I go here, I'm in my program for this. I'm just gonna take this. So if you look at, let's just go with my beard, I guess. So we have the beard outline. So the line work is its own thing. So that way the noise on it goes underneath the outline, right? So I don't want those to be affecting each other. So the markings are under the outline, and then the beard is its own thing as well, right? So there's layers there. It's all about dividing it up in those ways to make sure everything is able to be modified the way I need it to. So, and then you can set them, which is really cool with Vtuber, is you can just link all the layers. So, like, if one thing moves, but it's pinned to another one in a certain spot, it'll just move with it. So there's a lot of, like, interesting things you can do. I'm working on trying to integrate more stuff, customizations from other people, because like one of the big things is allowing y'all to make accessories and things to just add to my outfits and change them if you want to. So that'll all take a little bit, but we're getting there. Someone's PC, deposit Pokemon. We are going to deposit... who do we want? We've already got a bug. I think we're gonna deposit Surskit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Raindrop. I love you, but we've got a separate bug. Actually, thinking about this. Now I'm shining. Thinking about this now, we've got a separate water as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deposit there. I wish it would let me grab from the box. Like I just want to grab from the box, but no, I gotta go back out of this in this one. And then go back in here. Someone's PC. Withdraw. And then we gotta choose the Ralts and withdraw. And the Surskit. And withdraw. And go to our Pokemon. We're gonna put Cayenne at the front. Wiggle still has no attack, so Wiggle goes up there. And I think if we go into summary for Worms, right? Worms has got moves in the wrong spot. I want that there. Can I swap from here? I can. Wiggles is good. All you have is Destiny Bond, really? Wow. Okay, that's not useful. And what is... Pokemon copies and okay, so copying their ability is useful. We're good there. We're good there. Swap these. Swap those. Okay. So Ralts needs to spend time training. Ralts is level 3. Like that's not gonna help us. But I don't think there's much to do in this town, so let's actually just talk to people for a little bit. Where's Wally gone? He should be leaving for Turf soon. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to do the training thing with... because somebody redeemed Shiny. Elusive redeemed the Shiny card, so my outfit changes because people redeem Shiny. It lasts for, I think, 5 minutes, and then it'll change back. I've entered into a horror game.
I don't like you anymore.
Wow, rude. Not bad. It was a good battle. Thank you, sir. Come back and challenge me again anytime. I'll be looking forward to seeing you and your Pokemon again when you're a bit stronger. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm going to do special training with my Pokemon, then I'll challenge this gym again. Thank you for the battle, Mr. Norman. Why, if it isn't Mari? So you finished moving in? I see. Well, I guess we shouldn't stand around out here talking. Do you want to come in for a bit? We can talk in the gym. You know, I sure was surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. Rude. I didn't. I have Pokemon now. Ah, I see you're making a good start on your team. Then I guess you're going to become a trainer like me, Mari. Now that's something to look forward to. I think it'd be really interesting, because there's Pokemon Horizons, right? It would be really interesting if they came back to this region in Horizons and found out that, like, because I guess with May, Norman would be May's dad in canon for the show, right? So it'd be really interesting to see, like, May having taken over the gym or something. Excuse me. I'd like to get a Pokemon, please. Aren't you... You're Wally, right?
Did you know? NB stands for numerous bees.
Gasp. Yes, I'm supposed to stay with my relatives in Verdant Turf Town for a while. But I thought I might be lonely by myself, so I wanted to bring a Pokemon with me? But I've never caught a Pokemon by myself. I'm not sure if I can. I see. Mari, you heard all that, right? Yeah, I was eavesdropping. You go with Wally and make sure that he safely catches a Pokemon. Wally here. I'll lend you one of my Pokemon. Wally receives Zigzagoon. Oh, wow! Your Pokemon, sir? I'll give you a Pokeball too, so go give your best shot. Just one. Wally screws up and doesn't catch a Pokemon. The end. Mari, you'll come with me, right? Something I like with that room, and I think this is a funny thing, and it's always nice to talk about. I guarantee you this game doesn't have actual reflections, but you saw how shiny the floor was, right? Mari, Pokemon hide in tall grass like this, don't they? Please stay there and watch to see if I can catch one properly. Whoa! Swear to God, if it's a female Waralt, I'm gonna fight you. Ha! Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because the value of a Pokeball is what, 100 Pokedollars? 100 or 200 Pokedollars? Which means it's like $1 or $2 for a Pokeball. They're cheap. It's like, oh. Dun 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 dun. We have switched to cat number 3 being next to me. Hi, BB. Is it your turn for pets? Yeah? Yeah. Did you send bees, Kate? When did you send bees? How did you send bees?
Not for me. Treats for the cats.
Okay.
Your _ imagination is quite generous. Thank you.
Those ones sent. Maybe you got held? No, it all went. I don't know why that would have got stopped before. Okay, 2 for you, BB. And 2 for you, bud. And Fear does not care for treats. I've tried everything to get him to, like, want something. Fear does not want anything.
Pause and give BB more time. E. Greater than D.
I'm petting him. Oh, weird. Oh, did you... Well, if you would have tried to at me, I see why I would have stopped. But no, I don't know. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying is, there's not reflections in Pokemon. And I mean this. There's not reflections in Pokemon, but you're seeing a reflection, right? And the biggest identifier that there's not reflections is the fact that, for whatever reason, Norman's reflection is, like, 6 inches below him. So, the way that works, actually, is there's actually 6 characters loaded here. And the whole room is built a second time upside down. The floor is transparent. And then the models are actually mirrored below the floor, walking around. They do it in a lot of older games that don't have a proper reflection engine, because reflections are really expensive to run. They still do it in a lot of modern games, too, just because it's smarter. But that's also a fun thing about that is if you look at, like, older games where you would go into a room that would have a mirror, there's no way to get to the other side of the wall where that mirror is. There's no way to get over there. So the mirror will work, but you can't. So, like, a lot of times in video games, one of the big spots is, like, bathrooms, right? Or, like, public restrooms. And you'll have, like, the men's room and the women's room. You can't go into the opposite gender's room of your character. So that way you can see the mirrors on the one side, but then the other room that you can't go into has your character in it as well, being reflected for all their movements. It's a really, like, little tricky thing, but I have approximate knowledge of many things, V. But as a thing, a lot of people will do that in, there's a thing that I see people do in Minecraft too. If you're doing a reflective floor, if you want to do a reflective floor, you do a glass floor, like a tinted glass floor, and then you do the build upside down underground. Sometimes games with mirrors just skip player reflections. So, kind of, the reason they skip player reflections usually is because they're really intensive. Like, they're really intensive to do. I think the most recent game I can think of that is new that I've seen do this trick is Blueprints. Now, granted, the player doesn't have reflections in Blueprints, but in the lobby, in the first room you enter, the very first room of the mansion, the whole room is flipped. The whole room is flipped. It's just a transparent floor, but the entire room is actually flipped there. What's really cool though is when you do the mirror in Minecraft, you don't actually skip up, like you don't have the tinted glass go all the way, so it actually, you reflect one block sooner, so the edge of the wall actually stays clean. It's really cool. But yeah, you get little things like that, but it saves on a lot of processing power because screen space reflections are like one of the more costly things, because basically when you do a reflection in a game, if you are reflecting more than the character, you are rendering the game twice. If that mirror catches another mirror, you're rendering the game 3 times. 4 times, whatever. Like, it multiplies. Every time you have another mirror, you're just increasing that. You might get screen space reflections in some games that are a little bit different. They basically only check the light levels. But, like, even something, just as a note here, I'm going to use my mouse. So you see, like, this light, this shine, right? That shine, I think, is just baked into the texture. I don't think that can move or get affected in any way. But in a lot of games, you'll see that on metallic surfaces. And it's actually not a reflection. It's using a light box or a light sphere for the room. I can't remember what the exact name of it is. But basically, it's just it's a location. A lot of them are actually like reused locations where you can actually see the camera in them. But they'll have that, and then it'll just be reflecting that same thing. Now, some games get cooler with it, is they will take a screenshot, like a 360 photo of the area they're in, and then they'll put that on the texture so you get an accurate one. But a lot of games forget to like make their own, so you actually get the same kind of look on it. A lot of times you'll get like a warehouse. You can see it a lot on baked reflections in vehicles and stuff in games. They'll just be in a warehouse, but you might be outside. It's really fun. When it becomes stronger trainer, listen to my advice. First head for Rustboro City, which lies beyond this town. There you should challenge the gym leader, Roxanne. After her, go on to the other Pokemon gyms to defeat their leaders as well. Collect badges from them, understand? Of course, I'm a gym leader too. I'm sure we'll battle one day, but that will only become after you get stronger. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show... I think I can show this. I think I can show y'all a bit of this live. And I know this is a little, like, off topic on everything, but just give me a second. So, one of my favorite sites is called NoClip. It's just noclip.website, right? Is the name of the site. So if I go here, woo, so this is NoClip. We should be able to find some older games. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a good one that would have reflections. Do we have any here? I don't know if we have any that have reflections in them. Like, Brawl might have reflections. Metroid Prime could have reflections. I'm trying to think it's, actually, Monkey Ball should be a good one. I don't know if we're going to be able to get what we need here, though. Monkey Ball should have something, though. So, this is like, we can fly around in Monkey Ball, right? And you can see things. I was hoping for something to be shiny. Doesn't look like it. Dang it. Because, like, if we can get, like, a shiny surface, we can really get an idea. But a lot of games just aren't shiny. Ballroom? You would think the ballroom would be shiny. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about, right here. I don't know why the pillars are below the floor. They may move them, but you can see how the room is reflected. This is what I'm talking about. The floor is translucent. It's a slightly transparent texture. We're missing pillars for some reason. Can I get those to turn on? No. I don't know why they're missing. There's supposed to be pillars above, but you can see the reflection, right? You can see how they're down here below the surface. So when you look at the floor, it looks like there's a reflection. I don't know why the pillar's not there. It looks better on the outer edge. But yeah, there's no reflection. There's no actual reflection happening. They render the game this way, and then they just animate things twice below the floor. You can see with the windows as well. They do this a lot, so that way when you look at things, you get the sense of a reflection, even if it's subtle. It doesn't show very well on these windows, but it does show really well. Yeah, if I go over here, you can see it. You gotta get really close to it to see it, but yeah. So they just end up rendering everything twice directly because it's less intensive on the processor to do that rather than do a whole mess of things for it. I don't know. It's one of those things that I've really loved about video games because I figured that out. If you play the right game, and I don't remember what game I learned it from, but there was a game, back on PS1, I want to say, where I learned this, but there was a mirror, and the reason I learned it is because some games don't really think about how close you can get to a mirror, so I would get right up to the mirror, and then my reflection would get right up to the mirror, and my reflection would reach out of the mirror slightly based on my movement. Because there's a second character that's also doing the same movements as me, right? So you would get these slightly broken animations that would just happen occasionally because, well, you clipped the mirror, so it clipped the mirror. And it's a bug, but it's like, no, that's actually a really smart way to go about it. What they're supposed to do is basically move it back a few feet so it can't do that. But that's what's happening here with this reflection. There's just another me below the ground. My face is reflected in the water. It's a shining grin full of... Or maybe it's the look of a somber silence struggling with fear. What do you see in your face? But yeah, that's what's happening here. It's the fake reflection. I've always found that fun, though. Are you the one who makes the... Oh, you're Wally. You're just Wally's family. Do 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 do. Okay, so we've got a Tailo, a Wingull. So we got to get a Tailo here. Oh no, it's the beach. I'm no trainer, but true trainers locking eyes an invitation to battle. You don't want to battle people, try to stay out of their line of sight. Leaving footprints in the sand is so fun. Do. C-Dot. C-Dot has a move in the card game called Thunk. Chlorophyll, I believe, is if a grass move hits me, it heals me. It's not actually useful here though because we're kind of unable to hurt them. Ice Fang! But no, I've not made... So this is the thing. I have plans to make a video game. I want to make a video game. I have many ideas for games. And I go through, like, long tangents about games I want to make pretty regularly. Wow! Wow! I was 3 levels higher than that. Holy. But I have a lot of ideas, right? And I've done a lot of research, and I understand a lot of how games are made. Because I used to want to be a playtester. Playtesting doesn't really exist in the same way anymore, sadly, so that's not really an option. But I used to want to be a playtester. And sadly, because of games basically existing in early access and people deciding we don't need to playtest our games anymore, unless you're like first-party titles, you really don't find them going around. Tailo is just flying, right? So Worms would be a bad idea. Sora would be okay. We'll send Raindrop. Doo-doo. Okay. See, I like Tailo. Tailo's actually on the ground. No reason to fly in place. That did nothing. And now it would do even less. This fight is not going well. Ow. Wiggles doesn't have any attack. Well, Wiggles can make them confused. That actually might do more damage than I'm doing. Wiggles, I believe in you. Wiggles, you have a texture misalignment on the middle of your back. Wiggles can't confuse them. Wiggles weakens them. It's still helpful, but... There we go. Yeah, they can't do much for damage now. I can't either, but... Go Warps! I am not... This Tailo is actually a problem. Ow. Get poisoned, nerd! Ow. Quit pecking me, I'm a cocoon! Please get poisoned? If I say please. There we go. Staring at this cocoon, just staring back at the screen. Just, hi! Ow! That one felt like it did more damage. Oh, come on! Well, this should knock it out at least. Do. Yay! Worms gained a level. Raindrop gained... Well, none of them gained a level. Well, Cayenne did. Thank you, Cayenne. Cayenne also learned an attack this time. Okay, go back over here. We're gonna heal. Do 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 do. Ugh. I like all the books that are there in the Pokemon Center. It's not like a magazine rack, it's books. Which to me says that the Pokemon Center is also a public library. Oh, we have I'm supposed to... Okay, let's see. can open this now. We can train our Pokemon? Super Training is a virtual sports game where your Pokemon faces off against balloon bots. Toughen up your Pokemon, dodge the balls launched while they're shooting. Okay. How does that work? Welcome to ST. Do some special training? Okay. Tap the button in the middle of your lower screen to start training. Okay. Uh-oh. Nah, just 3. Monkeys are much smarter than monkeys. You see that right in front of you? That giant right there is a balloon bot. Secrets to Super Secret. Hit those goals before you get hit. Use the circle pad on your 3DS to move your Pokemon around the virtual space. Tap and drag the lower screen to shoot. Oh god. Okay, I'm understanding. Hey! Dual barrel roll! Cool, I rose my defense. I mean, that's really good for a Ralts, but... Okay. That was time. That was a thing. Okay, pick a training bag. Okay. Okay. That was the thing we just did. That was after. I need... How do I get my screen back? Okay, that's feeding them poffins. At least it was. Where's the normal... There it is. God, I just want to get back to the screen. It did not want me back here. Do 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 do. Okay. Hello, Mr. Briney's cottage. He's not in, though. Mr. Briney lives in that cottage there. He was an amazing sailor. Okay. You wanna fight? Ah, the sea. I wonder what it's like at the bottom of the sea. I like that as a foreshadowing thing, because in this one they added the dive ability, if I remember correctly, which means that wasn't there. Also, wait, Briney's boat's just here. Hi, BB. Yeah, Briney's not in. My Pokemon's tired. I should have brought a potion.
Get up and move around a bit. I want a turn.
Rude. I just helped out that random kid. But let's grab these berries. Do. Okay, got that. Got that. Now, I know Mari said it's time for a break, but I'm losing my energy. And I do apologize for that. The hope is that tomorrow I'll be doing a lot more streaming compared to today and normal. I'm going to try and do a support-a-thon stream tomorrow if I can get things done, but my sleep is all messed up and depression is kind of being a butt. So I'm going to call it there. We did do 3.5 hours. I will also post an alert in the Discord for anybody concerned about the people who may lose their watch streak to try and tune in to make sure to get that before all of that happens. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out. It really does mean a lot. You have all been fantastic and kind, and I just really appreciate you. I'm going to send you over today to... Let's go bug Worm. Worm is doing art. Worm is good artist. Worm is great artist. Worm will be good vibes. So go give him some love for me, okay? He is absolutely wonderful, and I'm sure he will be very happy to have you. But do take care of yourselves. I'm gonna get some sleep, or I'm gonna try. But yeah, I love and appreciate y'all a lot. That said, see ya, love ya, bye bye.